Everyone's favorite doom scrolling platform, Facebook Marketplace. Today we are going to be looking at some of the best items on Facebook Marketplace around this weekend and giving some commentary and some thoughts on this because I see a lot of stuff on Facebook and it is most certainly worth sharing for you, and today is no different. Let's hop straight in. All right, Facebook Marketplace is a wonderful thing because you can find anything that's actually practical or anything that you're looking for. Say you're looking for, I don't know, a race car. Here you go. Here's a little race car. That's great. Or say you're looking for a daily driver. This is actually the car that I own, a Mazda 2. Great little car. Great little car. But there's also absolutely ridiculous nonsense. Like this Coca-Cola bottle. It's like one of those FIFA World Cup things. No one is paying $7,500 for a Coke bottle made of plastic, okay? Put it in the trash. No one wants it. Maybe they do, but for a fraction, maybe 1% of the price of what you're asking for it. Some people, the ego that they have where they think they can price their item, nonsensical, and you'll see that today. You'll see that as we go through the items. First on our list, okay, is going to be something that I think is actually pretty sweet. It's a Hummer limo. Okay, now we all know the various limos that exist in America, and this is star-spangled and huge. It is, I think it's actually a Hummer H1 limo, right? So like an AM General, which if you don't know, those were kind of the original Hummers that weren't Humvees, which is where the whole brand came from. So this is actually kind of a cool find. The fact that someone decided to make this into a limo is ridiculous to me. It's got like subs in it. Hang on. Look at this. It's got like these huge subwoofers. Not my cup of tea. I don't think you can even put anyone back here. Maybe just like throw some kids back there and blow out their eardrums. But it doesn't look very clean either. I don't really know if I'd want to be in there. So take from that what you will. The paint looks like it's 6 different shades of black as far as like the hood's like a matte finish and there's gloss all over. It's got a sunroof leak, so the headliner is probably moldy. It's been sitting, so it needs tires. I'm sure that's going to be cheap. This is a project. Smokes heavily and doesn't want to idle. I didn't even look at the price. $40,000, and it's got 160,000 miles. This is what I'm talking about, where it's like maybe a cool concept, maybe the fact that it's a Hummer, original Hummer, is cool, but it doesn't run. It doesn't, like, it's not roadworthy at all. It's not going to be clean or comfortable inside. If the headliner is leaking and probably smells moldy, it didn't look very clean. It's got 150,000 miles, so I guarantee you, if you fix all those things, there's going to be another problem next week. And he wants $40,000. Do you know how much, like $40,000 is more than most people spend on rent for a year, right? Like almost certainly, right? Like that is so crazy to me that someone thinks this is worth that. In my head, this is worth like $12,000 or something. Like it's just, it has no value. I cannot fathom the fact that someone thinks that this has that level of value. But this, hold on, right next to it is sick. A supercart? Hold on, I don't know is that a 2-stroke? 256 2-stroke, 6-speed, minor porting. Dude, this thing, I'm sure rips. Yeah, running will do 100 miles an hour. I'm sure. I think the wing's a little superfluous. I don't know if he needs that, but built in the 80s. Okay, so it's going to do 100. It's going to be super freaking fast, and you're probably going to die. That's what the 1980s were for motorsports. Engine is somewhat apart in a box. Needs a crank seal and has an air leak on the front cylinder. Dude, this is what I'm saying, where it's like, if this was complete and this was all good, yeah, $7,500. I'm not gonna say that's a solid deal, but it's a fair price. The fact that it's in like the engine is disassembled in a box with problems, it's worth like $2,500. Okay, like it's scrap. This steering wheel, I had like a junkyard go-kart that I paid $100 for, and it had this steering wheel. That's plastic. Okay, it's plastic with some metal on the inside. This is cool, but people are charging too much for the concept, right? If it works flawlessly, sure. But like I said, like the Hummer, it's got problems, and it's going to have more problems because it's old. So please, stop pricing stuff super stupid expensive. It's worth half this, if that. Always ran with leaded gas. Okay, so that explains it. Leaded gas, if you aren't familiar, is it has lead in it, right? Duh. And so what that means is that when you inhale it, it's lead is bad for you, right? That was a whole thing in Michigan. Flint, Michigan had lead in the water pipes, and so this guy's actually from Michigan. So maybe he drank a little bit of the lead water. Maybe he sniffed some of the lead gasoline, and that's hurt his thinking capacity. Maybe that explains why it's priced like it is. So he said he's in no rush to sell. Good. He's not going to. Moving on. I am going to lose my mind. 2014 F-150 Raptor. Great truck. First gen Raptors. Fantastic. Okay? Reasonable price for one? I don't know. Let's find a pickup truck. So let's say 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500. Yeah, okay. So here's like a super high trim 2014 Silverado with 117,000 miles for 20 grand, and this is like a dealership, 19 grand. In my head, 130,000 miles for a car that's 12 years old, a truck that's 12 years old, is absolutely nuts. Like, this one looks pretty clean, and having one with no rust is also pretty hard to find. It looks like this one might have some rust on that bottom corner, but $28,000. Is this just the state of the car market, guys, where we have to pay this much? Like, it's a great truck, don't get me wrong, but $28,000 or $27,000. Keep in mind, by the way, that Hummer limo was $13,000 more than this. I don't know who has the money to be throwing around that sort of dough on these things, but like, let me keep the $13,000 and get a flawless 2014 Raptor. That's a far better investment. So that actually might be well priced. I don't think it'll sell for 27, but I don't think that's as outrageous as what I am looking at now. What is this? It's like a bread van. Yeah, it's like one of those old like 1930s post or like pre-World War bread vans, but someone converted it to like a dually all around military van. This is sick. It's got like a ram air intake. It's got a nice camo paint job, good wood flooring. Looks really nice, actually. Nothing left undone. Price is negotiable. Dude, it's listed for $100,000. $100,000 for a truck from the 1940s. You know what else you can get for $100,000? This. You can get a 2011 Corvette ZR1 with 24,000 miles for $100,000. Nobody should be in their right mind buying a glorified military bread van for the same price as one of the greatest cars of all time. I am sorry. I will die on this hill, and I know that there's different niches of the car community, and I know that everyone can spend their money however they'd like, but are you seriously telling me that a military 1.5-ton van is worth the same price as a supercharged 600 and some horsepower Corvette? I don't think so. I just don't. It's flabbergasting to me. I don't know if this resonates with any of you. I hope it does. I hope I'm not just screaming into the abyss about the state of the economy and what people think things are worth, because this makes no sense to me. How can somebody value this at the same price as that Corvette? And maybe there's someone saying, man, that Corvette is way overpriced. I would have paid 20 grand for it. And this, oh boy, this military van, oh man, that's a smoking deal right there. Maybe there's someone saying that, but not me. Maybe I'm the problem here, guys. Or better yet, for $100,000, get this thing. What even is this? It's a crane? What am I looking at here? This is some nuts, like, old, archaic crane for building stuff. My problem with this, right, is $100,000 is not a cheap amount of money. If you are going to be buying fundamentally a piece of business equipment, right, because no one, what are you doing? Are you putting on your, like, roof at your house with this? No, you're going to be using this for some sort of business. And I just don't understand. Like, look at how rusted it is. Look at how unserviced it is. Unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars more for the labor, the service, and the parts, like, that's not doing anything for you. That's not going to do anything for you. And once you're all in on that, it's going to be almost infinitely more expensive than a modern crane. I guarantee you, maybe not infinitely more expensive, but it's going to be closer in price to something that you may think that you're getting a bargain on. It's going to be closer in price to something new when you think you're getting a bargain on this. And so I just don't understand why anyone would buy it, because fundamentally, once it's all up and running, it's still going to be worse than a normal crane. It's still going to be worse than something that's, say, not from the 70s. I mean, technology has come a long way since 1974. And I really struggle to conceive how, like, who is this for? And why is it on Facebook? Someone who needs this probably isn't looking on Facebook. I know it's a vast area. Who would be buying this? It for that price? Guys, tell me I'm insane. Please, explain this to me. What is this? Guys, talk about a smart purchase here. What in the heck? $500,000? I don't think that's what they're worth from the 80s. I could be wrong. $500,000 seems steep for this thing. More to the point, why does it look like that? Painted like it's a Bengals private jet. Like, guys, please, someone explain to me, is our generation cooked? Because I don't know if everyone's making the same money that I'm making. It would take me 9 years of saving every penny to afford this thing. So who has the money to be spending $500,000 on arguably, in my opinion, a very terribly painted aircraft? I don't care if this was like a custom from factory or if someone got crazy with a spray gun on Sunday. This is not worth it. I mean, Barons fundamentally are good aircraft, don't get me wrong. But who has $500,000 for this? It just doesn't make sense. Someone explain to me what I am doing wrong in this life to where there's people that can justify something like that. And I'm sitting here questioning if I should spend the extra $3 on, like, farm fresh eggs at the grocery. I really don't have the energy to rant about a 4-station bungee trampoline system. I don't even know what the hell this is. This looks like some torture chamber for little kids. $20,000? Again, I don't really know that it's worth it. Maybe this one looks like there might be a business case for it. It looks kind of fun. But again, I don't really know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to move on and find something that I hopefully like to end this video, because this is starting to make me irate. That's the word of the day. Irate. Very angry, or whatever the definition that shows up on your screen now. Ooh. This is a good price. Yamaha R1s. This is the best year of Yamaha. Oh my God. Yeah, best year of Yamaha R1, or best generation. And it looks like it's been dropped a few times because it's a rebuilt title. Don't buy rebuilt title bikes, guys. It's not worth it. Hang on, what? I'm a big fan of VW buses, like the older ones, and that's what I thought this was. Nope. This is some like minibus. It's like the Axis powers have collaborated once again. We have this like German-Japanese combo of a Subaru Sandbar converted into a VW minibus. This is pretty cool looking, I will be honest. Pretty cool looking. Fundamentally, though, 143,000 kilometers? I speak American, and that's going to show up on the screen what that is in miles. But that is a lot for this little thing. And I guarantee you, it's going to drive so slow. It's going to not really drive that well either. Like, the steering's going to be pretty terrible. It's going to get not great gas mileage because it looks like a brick. And it's going to just, like, what's the use case for it? $16,000 for that? If you want to look at it, sure. If you want to take it to auto shows, sure. If you want to do some sort of like children's TV show, sure. Other than that, like, is this where we are right now in this world where nothing is worth nothing? Like, it seems like I could just go outside with like sheets of paper and just be like, this piece of paper that I draw some things on, it's worth 20 grand because I'm an artist. Like, it seems like people are just valuing stuff at whatever they think, and no one seems to question it. You know, I could go into the car market and the fact that there's, in my opinion, $500,000 cars selling for $2 million and $100,000 cars selling for $500,000. But it seems like it's happening everywhere. It seems like people are just taking their junk and they're saying, this is worth something. Actually, I saw this a few days ago. If you live in the Oak Forest, Illinois area and you ride mountain bikes, this thing is sick. It is painted like a World War II fighter jet. And I know that's what I said about the Beechcraft, but the Beechcraft is painted like a Bengal tiger. This is like a true homage to it, and it looks sweet. It's clear the build was done very well. I think $3,500 might be a bit steep, given that it's an 8-year-old mountain bike as well, but it has high-end components. It's got Fox suspension. So, yeah, if you're looking for a solid mountain bike in this area, hit this guy with $2,800 and you'll have yourself a great bike. Other than that, guys, let me know what you want to see next. Send me your Facebook listings that you find are absolutely horrendously priced, or send me your best Facebook listings because those are a lot more fun to look at. So until next time, and there will be a next time because Facebook never stops disappointing, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.